The day Ollie the otter painted his own rainbow. Have you ever looked at what someone else made and wished you could do it exactly the same way? Have you ever thought that your own way of doing things wasn't good enough? In a peaceful riverbank community nestled among willow trees and shimmering water lived a playful little otter named Ollie. Ollie loved to paint. He loved dipping his paws into pots of colorful mud and berry juices, making designs on smooth, flat river stones. But Ollie had a secret. He thought his art wasn't as good as his friend Finn's. Finn the fox was famous for his beautiful, perfect paintings. He could paint a sun that was perfectly round and a line of tall reeds that was perfectly straight. When Finn painted a rainbow, it was always in the perfect order: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. All the other river animals would clap and cheer, saying, "Finn's rainbows are the most perfect." Ollie would try his best to make his rainbows just like Finn's. He would carefully dip his paw in the red juice, then the orange, then the yellow. But his colors would sometimes swirl together and his lines would wobble. His rainbows were never in the right order. They were messy and swirly, and he felt a little sad about it. "My rainbows aren't perfect," he would sigh. "They're all mixed up." One day, Ollie was trying to paint a beautiful dragonfly. He saw how Finn painted his dragonflies, with perfect symmetry and neat spots. Ollie tried to copy him, but his paws slipped, and he accidentally made a huge splash of purple and pink. "Oh no," he whimpered, ready to give up. The dragonfly looked nothing like Finn's. It was a giant, messy splash of color. Just then his grandmother, a wise old otter with kind eyes, came by. "What's wrong, little one?" she asked softly. Ollie showed her his messy dragonfly. "My painting is all wrong. It's not perfect like Finn's. My rainbows are always mixed up, and my dragonflies are just a big splash of color." His grandmother looked at the painting. "Ollie, my dear," she said, "Finn's art is indeed very beautiful. But your art is something different. It's a surprise. This isn't a wrong dragonfly, it's a splash dragonfly, and your rainbows aren't mixed up, they are your very own special swirly rainbows." She gently dipped Ollie's paw in some bright blue juice. "Finn paints with his mind, trying to make things just so, but you, Ollie, you paint with your heart. The wobbles and the splashes are what make your art so full of life and joy. They are your special otter way of telling a story." Ollie looked at his painting. He saw the big purple and pink splash. He thought about his swirly rainbows. He had been so busy trying to be like Finn that he hadn't noticed how much fun he had making the splashes and swirls. He had been so focused on perfect that he had forgotten to be Ollie. His grandmother continued, "The world already has one Finn. What the world needs is a wonderful, unique Ollie. Your way is the right way for you. You don't have to copy anyone. Just be yourself and let your heart guide your paws." From that day on, Ollie stopped worrying about perfect circles and straight lines. He painted with wild abandon, creating splatters and swirls and new color combinations. He painted a big, happy, swirly rainbow and a whole garden of splash dragonflies. His art was unique and full of joy, just like him. And all the other river animals, even Finn, loved his art just as much. They called his new style Ollie's Happy Splashes. He learned that being true to yourself is the most creative, amazing thing you can ever do. And that's the end of this adventure, but a new one is always just around the corner. Subscribe to Storiella so you don't miss it.